Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, my name is Gabby. I am a wedding planner for adventurous couples, and I'm also just super interested in teaching and mentorship, I guess, in a way. But I get a lot of questions on my Instagram about how I've grown this niche market and what I do to get on lists or my workflow process. So I figured I would share tidbits of all that information, all those questions here. I'm also trying to do more day in the life of, and just to show you guys that it's not always super fun and adventurous. I mean, we still have to do a ton of office work, and I have to run errands. We live on a boat, so there's just a lot else that goes into my life other than these, big adventurous glamping weddings. We are, as I'm recording this, in engagement season, and that is from November to Valentine's Day-ish. And I get a lot of questions about getting on preferred lists, and in case you missed that, I did a video a few months ago that I'll link here where you can see what I do to get on lists, and I hope that it does help you. But I also was talking on my Instagram stories recently about what you shouldn't do if you're trying to get on lists. Like, what is really going to hurt you if you try to get on these lists and you do these things. So I had first targeted this video towards photographers only because that's probably the vendor that I get the most inquiries from when it comes to getting on my list. But then I came to think of it and I was like, yeah, this could benefit everybody. Okay. Are you ready? I don't want this to be a shaming thing. If you are doing some of these things, it's okay. But if it's working for you, more power to you. Personally, if someone approaches me with these things, I'm kind of turned off and I don't really want to work with them. So I'm really giving you this advice from a wedding planner to a fellow wedding vendor, and I hope this helps you out. Oh, sorry. You're always in the way. I'm sorry. All right, guys, let's talk about 3 mistakes you're making that is keeping you from getting on preferred vendor lists. The first thing I want to mention is those cold DMs. Guys, I am going to speak specifically about my situation, but very often I get a DM from a stranger. Mostly photographers. Photo and video, I think, are probably the ones that do this the most. And they say, hey, love your work, would love to get on your preferred list. I hate that. I hate that. And right away, I'm like, no. First of all, our preferred list is something we've curated over many, many years. We've met vendors when we first started. We did styled shoots with them. We vouched for their work. And then eventually we got to a point where we're like, wow, we love the quality of service and we love their personality. Let's try putting them on our list. Let it be known that we revise our list every year. If you're a vendor that started out really great, and maybe quality of work went down over the years, or communication wasn't great, or I don't know, stuff happens, but we have since removed a few vendors from our list, or we also like to rotate them. So if a vendor is, doing a ton of work already, then maybe we can try somebody a little bit newer and give them a chance. So we're really mindful about our vendor list. We don't just put anybody on there because our clients really trust our brand and our expertise, and they really want quality people at their wedding. The second thing that you're maybe doing that is preventing you from getting on a preferred list, especially, I guess, maybe planners' preferred list. These are just my personal pet peeves, is that on top of cold emailing or cold calling these planners, you're asking for something, but you're not offering anything in return. So we get a lot of these DMs that are like, we want to be on your preferred list. Check out our portfolio. How lame is that? Would you want to get approached with that pitch? Like, we're constantly getting pitched to. So perhaps try an approach of, hey, I love your work. Find something in their bio or find something that to prove that you've been paying attention to who they are and what they're doing. If you know the names of my dogs, awesome. That's immediately, I'm gonna read your email because I know you're not just like, hey, you don't even have a first name. So say something like, hey, Gabby, oh my gosh, Cheech is so funny. She's not, she's absolutely annoying today. But oh, Cheech and Fiona are so cute on your Instagram stories. I love what you do and working with Adventurous Couple. I would love to meet up with you. Perhaps we could do coffee and I could offer you some headshots. Ding, ding, ding. Listen, I'm all for giving back and for trying new people, and I'm completely understand when there's a new vendor that comes in to a new city that I will never have an opportunity to work with unless they reach out to me. I completely get that, and I'm always willing to give someone a try if they have good quality work, they're perhaps on brand with what our clients are looking for, and they have a really great first interaction with us. You're not begging to meet with me, but you're offering something in return. You guys, we could all use headshots all the time. I feel like every year I change my hair color and I need new headshots. So for photo and video, I think using your camera, using your lens and your talent behind the lens is so, so great. You guys have a huge advantage. For someone who's maybe doing stationery, I send out cards. I love handwritten cards. So that's something that if it was generic enough, or happy birthday cards or congratulations on your engagement, we send out little packages to our clients all the time. So having that card in there is so fun. Like, I get to see your work. So think about that. What is something you could offer to venues and planners that might be a give instead of take? The last thing that I wanted to say, I guess the third thing, I mean, there's a million things, but I just wanted to keep it to 3 for today to make it digestible for you guys as we're going into the new year. But the third thing is, plan when you're going to reach out. So personally, as a planner, for me to get on a venue's preferred list is the ultimate, because the venue is one of the first places the vendor or the clients are going to go, and they love knowing that their vendors have worked at that venue. So for me to get on a preferred list, obviously, for a venue, that is. Obviously, if I've had the chance to work there, I always do my best. We make sure to keep in touch with the venue manager after the fact. And if I want to stay on their radar, I send them a little packet. Now, I time it though. I time it at a very different time than you may think. Sometimes people like to send Christmas gifts or Happy New Year or like some kind of holiday thing. I like to do it right smack in the middle of either busy wedding season, which could be a little iffy, or a dead season. So I want to send them for venues. For example, last year I did like a little emergency spa kit. So I wanted them to rest and relax, and I did a little like I made them myself, a little roll-on essential oil pack that had lavender in it and like a couple other soothing smells. And a handwritten note, which, hey, if you're a stationer or someone who can do calligraphy, if you send me little notepads or note cards, I can include that in my venue packet. And so, hey, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, you're getting in front of a planner and you might be getting in front of a venue. I just thought of that idea. I feel like that was genius. But to my point, I send them a nice little gift. It doesn't have to be something ginormous. And I think the important thing is make it personalized and make it curated to them. If the venue manager doesn't drink, don't send them a bottle of wine. Or if they have a dog, maybe send them a little bow tie or something that you know they would like. So I think the point is, you've got to get to know who you're approaching. Don't just go in cold. Start to follow them on Instagram. Start to watch their YouTube channels. And figure out what they might like or what they might need. And I think if you are a planner, it's really great if you can talk about the vendors that have given you stuff. So of course, we want to spread the love and we want to share your talent with everybody else that we know. And when I get a packet in the mail from somebody, I try to do an Instagram stories about it, and I tag them and talk about it a little bit because it's really fun. I love getting snail mail. I mean, who doesn't, right? Well, there you have it, guys. I hope this was helpful, and please don't take it the wrong way. If you're doing these things that you shouldn't be doing, turn it around. There's no better time than the present, and especially going into this new year. Start fresh, start reaching out in a different way, see what you can do for other people. You know, it really is an era of giving to others and not expecting anything in return, because those that are really interested in your work will definitely, will definitely reach out. So if you like this video and if you want to see more, please subscribe and give me a little like below. I'm always open to hearing what you would like the content to be, so feel free to write a comment down below and tell me what video you would like me to record next. Until then, have a great week and see you next time.